boring. Yeah, yeah. Talley, you ready, Mellow? You ready to spit for the ladies to keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi. So welcome back.
Yeah. I'm Mel.
I'm Talley. I did it.
You did it.
I introduced
You said your
myself.
name. Okay. Tell your friends to follow Jokes on You Pod.
Yes.
To watch Jokes on You Pod. To listen to Jokes on You Pod. Tat Jokes on You Pod on your chest. I'm just.
Not tatted on your chest.
What do you?
Yes, we will take some cheek tats. I am into that. I wish boys tatted things on their butt cheeks more often because I would just consider it the highest honor. Like, tap my name on that ass, bro.
Yeah, this demographic
I would really be into that.
Degenerates, but the Qs used to get brands on their ass back in my day. They had.
If a boy pull his pants down, I see a brand on his ass, I'm going to pack it up and go home. I don't have nothing for whatever that is that you got going on. I didn't come mentally prepared for an ass brand. So we're going to have dinner and go on. I don't know. I don't know.
It used to be. I ain't gonna put him out there, but he was a ethnicity that was not common at HBCU. He wasn't white, but he was.
It's so
black
funny
either.
watching your little Q slides grow up and get married and stuff.
That's like a channel that's Qs grow up and get married.
Yeah,
that's like, oh,
yeah. A Q that used to eat my butt on a rooftop got married 2 weeks ago. I'm like, go you! And I hope he's still eating butt on rooftops. No, it wouldn't have. But I just can't. Nah. But I hope he brought all of that goodness to that girl. I do.
So
yeah.
the Q from school was a not black and not white, and it was like, oh, you're a redacted. Because if I say his ethnicity, it's gonna be like, oh, you talking about such.
You're gonna tell me later.
Oh, of course I am.
Okay.
But he had one on his butt, and I was like,
that there is a whore.
Did the ones back in my peers that were Qs, did they have butt brands? I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen a Q.
If you got a butt brand and you listening, let us know about it, and also maybe send pictures if you're down.
But that used to be a thing. The brothers used to have butt brands. And it wasn't but that's the thing. Frat culture is so homoerotic.
I was just gonna say that.
You had your ass up.
You could not burn. There's no girl I know, sexual or non-sexual, that I would let brand my ass. It's just not happening. Well, Megan Thee Stallion could pretty much do anything that I would let, and I said this on Twitter, Megan Thee Stallion could punch me square in my fucking face, and I would say thank you. So that, I take it back.
I want to see y'all two in a mud fight.
I bet the fuck you do. I bet the fuck you do.
Bitches in mud.
Ooh.
When Meg first started coming, not when she first started coming out, but when she was new, and I was like, lesbian awakening, I want this bitch. I want her to Melvin me.
Just hopping across the thing. Have you seen her workout videos lately?
I was much smaller and she was much bigger.
You seen her workout videos lately? My God, today.
That could be a bead of sweat trickling.
Just on the crack of that ass. I just want to slide in her booty like a DVD. I just want to get in there so good and just go to sleep. Cartridge. Yep. Megan.
What's Megan's middle name?
Shit. I know her last name. I don't know her middle name.
Megan Monique. I don't know.
That would be very millennial of her.
Megan Jovan Ruth. I did not know
Jovan Ruth. Them names mean something.
Somebody, yeah.
Somebody is Ruth.
Jovan.
Child.
I've never known her middle names.
Me neither. I thought it was the. Megan V. Pete.
Yeah.
But child, joke of the week. Let me tell you something. Today has been a shenanigan, and I had a joke of the week planned, but two of my jokes of the week happened today. But I thought the worst thing that was going to happen to me today was that I completely forgot about my nail appointment, and I look like I've been trying to Kill Bill my way out of a coffin, which is quite disgusting. But no, so I don't know if I talked about my neighbor Susan on here, but she's the HOA president or vice president or some shit. She doesn't have a job. She doesn't work. So she's just really always meddling in people's shit. When I first moved into the building, she claimed that while I was at work, my dog was just screaming, hollering, barking all day long, which I know not to be true because he's not a barker. So I put a camera in the apartment to see what the fuck was up. She is a Liar. So then she said that I wasn't picking up Jodeci's poop, which my child poops in the woods like a fucking gentleman. So
Like
I
his
know you lying
ancestors
because
did.
unless you were walking through the fucking trees that are very like not navigable, you're making up shit. There's no way that you were back there and saw that poop. So she has 2 dogs, one of which is a really cool old dog and another of which is a fucking terrorist. And every time this dog sees me, he runs up on me and scratches usually the front of my legs and I could just like push him off, you know, but she never has him on a fucking leash. Today I'm coming out of my apartment and I don't want to say too much about where I live, but it is close to the front of the building. Coming out of my apartment, locking the door, she's coming in the door. Her friend got the normal dog in her arms and the fucking terrorist dog is off the leash. I turn to lock the door. The terrorist dog bites me on the back of my fucking leg and scratches me. And so I'm
Fuck-ass
like,
dog.
what the fuck? Like that was like my initial reaction. I'm like, what
That
the fuck?
should've been.
But then I realized I'm in the hallway yelling at and near these 2 white women. So I try to just scurry away, but my leg hurts so bad, I have to put it up on the stairs. Now they're pulling at my leggings and they're like, oh, let's see if it broke skin and, you know, we're so sorry, da-da-da. And I'm like, what the fuck, Susan? Like, what the hell? Yeah. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, he's just reactive. If my dog had bit Susan, all the niggers in the complex would have to move out.
Absolutely.
We would be evicted. But I'm just supposed to eat shit about it. Because you white and you got a little dog.
little
That's
fucking
double
feet don't bit
racism.
you.
Fucking stupid ass dog.
Fuck that dog.
I'm a Sue Susan.
Fuck that dog. What's the dog name?
I don't even know.
Fluffy, fuck
That's how
Fluffy,
much I
brr,
don't
brr,
like
brr.
that dog. I don't know the dog's name. The other dog's name is Tasha. We're locked in and not switching up. I don't know that little fucker's name. And I purposely don't remember it.
Ass white
but
dog.
my leg is and was bleeding. She's getting sued. She gonna pay some rent or something.
Yeah,
Cause she would sue me.
absolutely.
That's what she would do.
She would have a neck brace on.
She would.
Like in The Incredibles when the nigga fell from the...
I'm finna go get a knee brace. I'm finna go get a brace and put it on my leg, and I'm gonna hobble.
Because you're in pain.
Because I'm in pain.
Because you're in so much pain.
Because I'm in fucking pain.
Yeah.
And I am in pain. Like,
You are.
I'm fucking, bitch. Sorry. I'm upset.
That's fair.
I'm angry.
Dang, how deep do I want to go with my joke of the week? Because it's like, I want people to... I don't know. It's mostly about that boy. Like, I gotta...
What has he done?
No, he didn't do nothing.
Oh.
He didn't do nothing. No, and if he did do something, I'm going to tell you right now. But I'm just saying, the people...
True.
I mean, the over-familiarness on the internet. Like, I had somebody comment, like, oh, you was with that boy, was you in Detroit? Or something like that. And I was just like, first of all, duh. Second of all, who the fuck are you? Like... Duh, first of all, it's been almost a year. Okay, I've made it almost a full year through this.
You want some claps?
Longer? No, I mean, you the bitches have lasted less time for far worse.
And you know what?
If I want to go back with my nigga, then guess what the fuck I'm gonna do? Leave me alone. And I act like I'm the first bitch to go get back with her ex.
And let's stop playing
And we're
the
not even back. I'm still single.
Let's stop playing the fucking radio about it.
Like,
Everybody goes back sometimes. Everybody keeps fucking sometimes. You gotta decide if you
gotta
want to
decide.
stop fucking with somebody. Leave me alone.
leave me alone.
Leave me. I done been back to a nigga 3 times. No shame. None.
Leave me alone. And then
Now,
also-
did it end well? No. but I did it.
No, I think you have to also like when what's I having? We kind of brushed on it with the episode with Samaya, but it was like it was off topic, so we didn't. But like we didn't dive into it. But my thing is, I think that get back culture has been so muddled by like the Jada Waiters or the episodes of Black Love, where it's like, well, we shot every bitch in the town so he wouldn't cheat on me, and it just gets really weird. But like there are instances where you can do the proper work and take the proper time and do the healthy things to get it's possible.
It's possible.
And it's like I'm not stupid. Now I'm a lot of things. I'm not dumb.
And then if it's not possible, like let's say,
then we can
just
let
for
it go.
argument's sake, I'm making a mistake. So
what?
who gives a fuck? Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
What do you want from me?
Yeah.
Huh? You want me to go? That's the thing too. I like this nigga. You want me to go be with somebody I like who don't make mistakes? I don't want to do that. That sounds awful.
Or like start over for like a loser ass nigga who gonna cheat on me too. It's like what you want me to do?
I don't want to meet any new men. I remember
I
I
like this.
tweeted, I think, and I said this at the end of last year that I was not taking no new dicks. Haven't. And ain't. I don't want to meet or get to know any new men. I don't want to learn what games they play. I don't want to learn what parlays they make. I don't want to know what teams you like. I don't want to know what kind of flowers your mama like. I don't want to learn none of that shit. I don't want to meet no more old teammates or no more old line brothers. I don't want to meet no more childhood friends. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to learn that you're a good or bad bowler. I don't give a shit.
I don't care.
I don't care anymore. The nigga, the doors of the church are closed. I'm fucking tired.
And God literally told me that he's hiding niggas from me, so I can't be reckless and like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck these niggas. And like, as soon as I come in, God be like, who these niggas?
I be wanting to get back
like, you know,
when niggas hurt my feelings, but then I think niggas that fuck with me be so comfortable that I really hate niggas that I might not even try. You seen that video where that man is like, I hate niggas, man. I put that on all 5 of my kids. I hate these niggas.
You freaky
ass nigga. Like, that's how I feel. He said, you was a freaky ass nigga. That's how I be feeling. Some dude came in my inbox the other day. I posted something on my Instagram story. He gonna send me a DM, and this is a nigga I know. He gonna send me a DM talking about something. I just came all over my phone screen. I will kill you. I will take your fucking life. Don't you ever fucking disrespect me like that, bitch. Ew.
What the fuck?
No, but like, you a freaky ass nigga.
Freaky frog.
You freaky frog, bro. Like, and you're in the army.
The level that
would the army approve of this?
Bruh. So, Jessica, can you make sure I didn't fuck my mic up, friend? Literally, I was explaining to the guys on the tour how, like, niggas be scaring the hoes, and they like it. Like, it's fun. I was explaining the story about why we don't fuck with that one male comedian, because he was being weird. And this is like in 2019. Remember we was at
that restaurant / club.
Right, restaurant / club, and he was like, yeah, it's weird. And we were like, hey, can you not? He was like, actually, what I'm gonna do is be weird. And it's just like, you know you scaring the hoes. And it's like, let me make the hoes feel even more unsafe. And it's like, y'all, you know the hoes can see this? Like, just thinking like on the internet, you look at what niggas is saying and doing, and it's like, hey, people with coochies can see you.
But I think a lot of the times, especially with some of these niggas who like, and I know that like a lot of people think I have an inflated sense of self when it comes to like what type of woman I am and how I look. I am actually quite gorgeous, and to suggest anything to the contrary is mental illness. Period. But men who could never really speak to you go out of their way to make you uncomfortable or scare you, because they know that that's probably the only way they will ever interact with you. Absolutely. You know that you cannot ever speak to me like a normal human being. Absolutely. So you are trying to get attention from me by haranguing me or making me uncomfortable. Somebody asked for podcast recommendations on Twitter, and this is a girl, we mutuals. I retweeted us. I retweeted Sisters Who Kill, shout out, and I retweeted Shits and Gigs. Somebody with 6 followers comes under that post and was like, you need to do Weight Watchers and get some better makeup or some shit like that. I click on the profile. This person is holding the tiniest white cock I've ever seen in my life.
No, hold on, I gotta go find it right now. Don't worry about it, baby girl.
If you just search my page for tiny white cock, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I'm like, you are so, and I'm not trying to be funny, but you are just so subpar as a human being. This is the only way that you feel like you can communicate with me.
We will never.
And I know it's a burner. And I know it's probably somebody I've met or somebody I know. You're a fucking freak. And you want humiliation from me, because that's how you get off.
That's how you get, and that's the only way you can get off. Like, even when Kat was doing on Euphoria, was doing that weird shit on the internet, like, you know your dick is tiny. You know you ain't gonna get no genuine nut. So you go like, you know what? Fuck it. It is little, so tell me that. And then niggas is weird. So it's like,
you're fucking freaky.
And I was explaining to my freaky frog.
That shit will never not be funny.
That shit is funny. Well, we got a title. Write that down. Freaky frog.
Freaky frog.
But no, I was talking to my therapist today because he was, you know, we talk about that boy all the time. So I was telling him, I was like, I like this nigga, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like loving somebody is one thing. He was like, what do you mean by that? Like, loving versus, like, I was like, well, have you seen Fences, the speech that Denzel gave the son? Like, Dad, do you like me? You think I'm going to the trash can because I like you, blah, blah. Like, first off,
that movie gives me PTSD.
Denzel was the worst nigga ever. That Troy's going to hell.
I wish, and I'm not trying to interrupt you, but just, we can talk about it later. If a nigga had come home to me and told me he got another bitch pregnant, and then when he got to expounding on it, said she make me laugh down to my shoes, I will kill you and that hoe.
And I'm sitting here doing laundry.
And I'm sitting here doing laundry with the tightest fucking curls you ever seen in your life.
Mind you, not only am I doing laundry, you a garbage man. So I'm doing garbage
man laundry for you to be down to the
with
pool.
Fucking Alberta ass.
Fucking on Alberta?
And then when Alberta died, I gotta take care of the baby because your ass died too. Fuck you, fuck Alberta, and fuck this baby.
I would have taken care of Alberta's baby, but I'm sorry. Your mother was a whore.
I'm gonna tell you every morning when you
and she was probably a great person outside of that. Your mama? She's a fucking skank, man. I'm sorry. And I would have loved that baby.
Hey, new mommy, how is my real mommy, Alberta?
Talk about something. She made me laugh down in my shoes. No, she's dead.
That's what she is.
That's what she is. She was dead the whole time. We don't know how you got here. I'm sorry.
This has made me so mad at Denzel.
Cheating is one thing. Bringing home a baby to my home, then you tell me the mama is dead?
And now it's my problem.
You and your extraneous baby hit the fucking bricks, bitch.
As you mean?
I hope y'all outside when that MARTA come. I sure do. Because it only run every 15 and it's raining. Get out of here.
Having a family across town is one thing. Because I ain't got to see them kids. Maybe the grocery store, but I don't know them. But the bitch died? And now I got to take care of the fucking baby after my child is already grown? I'm done raising kids.
Get a baby to your mammy.
Then your brother got PTSD and he's special and he got the playing the trumpet. Uncle George playing the fucking trumpet in the middle of the street. Now I got to take care of him too.
And Uncle George is playing the trumpet as you've given me this news about you cheating on me. Baby. Woo.
You know what? He was an ain't shit Troy too and waited to excel. Yeah. Throwing them goddamn oranges.
Oh my God.
This just.
You know what, child?
Let's get to the
Sorry.
Do you know he talks like that because he got shot
You told
in the throat?
me.
That is the most. That just blew my fucking mind.
If I get shot in the throat, like in a, just let me. I'm sorry, and but like certain things, I'm all set, man. I don't need to.
My voice is annoying enough. Healed. I'm fine. My voice is awful.
I hate the sound of my voice.
I hate it. I hated my voice since them little red little recorder things. You have the little microphone when you was a little kid, and I had one, and I'll be like, "Hi, this is Melanie." Blah 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 blah. And I play it back, and it was like nails on chalkboard.
I did the morning announcements in middle school one day, and I was like, "Nah, man, I think I'm good."
Why does it sound so different when it's recorded?
I don't know. Well, they say that like the way that you look is not how you look to other people. The way that you sound is not how you sound to other people. None of those things are authentic. Like how you're perceiving you is not how you are experienced.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
You know how the TikTok filter where it flip your face and you look completely different?
I've never tried that because there's certain things I don't need to know in the world.
I don't like it.
I don't need to know.
Okay, let's
do our game. Mm-hmm.
Is the game and booty hole one thing or?
Oh, I mean, I thought we were gonna do them separate. It don't matter to me.
I'm just.
All right, I mean, we don't have to like stay long on the game part.
I'm just asking for the same thing. Go ahead.
So you want to go first? Top 3 albums you're bringing on Desert Island and why?
Top 3 albums I would bring on a deserted album and why?
I have to sneeze. It's gonna be disgusting. I know it.
You sneeze.
I'm not gonna sneeze on you on the microphone. I was raised. Okay, I'm ready. It's a question. It's a question. Blush.
Top 3 albums I would bring. Definitely Shea Butter Baby by Ari Lennox.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get canceled if I'm on the desert island. Exclusive by Chris Brown. It's just.
I will do the canceling, but go on.
It's my feel good.
I got it.
I'm sorry.
I got it.
What's the third one?
I'm judging you, but I got it.
You know what?
I know you. I'll tell you, we don't care.
We don't care. Mind you, I drag this nigga every chance I get. But he put every cracky drop of talent into the album. That's before it was pre-crack, though. I don't know what they did to that boy.
Well, who is they?
No.
What he did to that boy. Oh.
What happened and why his team just couldn't get him together. Was that 2007 album? I think I have a so I learned that trauma bond is not what we thought it meant. Trauma bond is basically Stockholm syndrome or whatever it is.
Child, you know the people on the internet saying.
Well, actually,
people been saying I done had trauma bonds behind that last video where.
Well, yeah, and then it was like, well, actually, that's not what trauma bonds mean. Whatever.
Well, these are schools.
Anyway, what I will say is pre-2009, the boy was, he still had them demons, and I just wish he just couldn't be a piece of shit like he was, but he is. But that album's good. We not even
Okay, what's your third one?
Third one, I can't. What's the album? I might say Beyonce 4.
That's an album. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 and an honorable mention. Okay, so I am bringing. Just start off in left field. Maxwell's Urban Hang Suite. That is a sonically perfect album. It just genuinely is.
That one?
That's got Sweet Lady, and it's got what is the name of that song? It's got all the popular ones on there.
Ascension, Mellow Smooth.
Yep, all those. Okay. It's got all that on there. Till the Cops Come Knocking, all those. I will also be bringing Summer Walker's Over It. Mind you, she's not my favorite. That is a no skips album.
But I mean, we all have our
no skips. So I'm bringing that.
Uncancelable.
And I'm bringing Renaissance because I think it would just remind me that I'm a person. Like, as I'm going crazy and being by myself on a deserted island, I'm like, you know who's here with me? Beyonce. I'm still real. Mind you, my honorable mention is Dangerously in Love because that's my favorite Beyonce album.
I didn't paint you the DIL girly.
I'm a DIL girly. I'm really a sucker for fucking love. I'm just so abrasive and not amenable that people don't get it.
I mean, we're all suckers for love. Who's not? You know,
some people don't be lovey-dovey.
Well, that's fair. And some people, honestly, and not even to say like in that kind of way, but some people really have not experienced it.
Some people have not experienced love, which is so miserable.
That is. And
not in a way that I'm judging. It's just very sad.
It's sad.
Yeah.
Like, you think about it, and like even just when you think about the discourse on Twitter and the relationship, was like a lot of these people have never been in a relationship before.
Yeah.
And it's not saying like I'm better than people because I have. I'm just saying like y'all really don't even know what this is like.
Yeah.
Or what love actually feels like, or even healthy, like real actual love. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So people speak on this like you really don't even like when you ask like some people haven't even been on a date at our big ages.
And I think sometimes before I comment on a lot of things on Twitter, obviously, but sometimes before I comment on certain things and certain like hot takes, I have to remember that like even though a lot of my relationships and situationships have crashed and burned, I have been loved and obsessed over. I mean, genuinely, there's not a man who has been with me that I truly believe that like you got into some shit that you didn't mean to get into. Speaking of which, that shit with that boy parked outside of my goddamn house. Oh my God.
I don't believe in coincidences in that.
Well, no, I think he's fucking somebody in the building next to mine. I do. Because
have you seen any like random bad bitches walking around?
Well, no, it's a girl that moved in my. Here's what I think happened. It's a girl that moved in the building down the hall from me in one of the like short-term rental units because our building is made up of owners, long-term rentals, and short-term rentals. So I saw, mind you, every dude that dates me dates me. Every dude that dates me always ends up before and after me. Like there's a prototype. Like like it's always like
big titties, ass.
big ass, brown,
similar.
Same hair pattern, all of that. So I saw this girl, and I'm a narcissist when it comes to like the type of bitches I like. So when I saw her come out of my apartment, I was like, bad bitch alert. And then I, introduced myself. She told me her name, and this was after seeing, his car out there and, talking to Rodney about it or whatever. And then I'm like, that's probably it. And even though he went in the middle of the building, I think when he saw Rodney, he was like, oh, someone knows I'm here. Because, he's married and he's probably cheating on that girl.
Was Rodney outside or something?
Rodney was outside. So what Rodney says happened was that he was outside. He saw his face and registered that he knew who he was, but he didn't remember his name. So he said he saw him register that he knew him as well. And then when he went back in the house, he's like, what is this nigga's name? He said he went through the whole alphabet, which is funny. trying to figure out who it was.
Yeah.
And then he was like, got it. Duh.
Yeah.
So, Yahtzee. So he says he was, after he realized who he was, he got uncomfortable because, we thought he was stalking me before. And we haven't proved that he wasn't. Like, after I stopped talking to him, I was getting a bunch of random flowers, which are my favorite flowers, on my porch for a length of time. which is mad.
Police!
Police, help! So
Help!
he said that when he was looking out the window, the car was originally parked right in front of my unit. Then he ended up moving it like back down the street and then going inside the middle building. But I think he might have just done that because first of all, I think he's seen that video of what I said about Brennan. So that's number one. I know a lot of people, everybody saw that. So I think he's like, what needs to not happen is this bitch knowing what I'm on. That's what needs to not happen.
Well, too late.
Too late, bitch. But no, that was quite fucking terrifying. I always think niggas gonna come back and kill me because of the way I burn bridges.
Man, honestly, the way that I put everything into my stand-up routine, I feel like one day I'm gonna be like, and then the nigga said, and I'm gonna look and it's gonna be like, it's gonna be like a light shining, like, say it again, bitch.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, no, but truly, because but the way I do my comedy, it's only one person that, not justifiably, but I can see why you probably want to harm me because of my jokes. But my other jokes be about, like, I will merge 3 niggas into make one joke, which is great.
Mm-hmm. So you never know who I'm really talking about.
Yeah, but there's the oddly specific one. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'm talking about you. Or if I'm talking about that boy, then it's like, I'm talking about that boy. I told that joke in front of his entire family. Now, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
I bet it was.
And his auntie was like, yes.
Yeah, I love
I
that.
love it. She was
I
like,
love that.
do all the things that you said you were going to do.
Is my face sweating?
No.
Okay.
Okay, let's get into we have a letter, don't we? We do have a letter.
It's a short letter. So I guess whoever gets there first.
Oh, yeah, we haven't got to the topic yet, and we have, like,
Yeah, we're going to do it. It's titled My Pussy Pink, My Booty Hole Brown.
Yes, I did see that. Okay.
Would you like me to read it?
Go ahead, read it. Yeah,
okay. It says, hey, y'all. Heart emoji. I love y'all. Y'all funny AF and gorgeous, of course, but let's get to business. I've been with my son's dad. Did we read this? No. I've been with my son's dad for 5 years. We've been broken up for a year. I definitely slide on the dick a couple times, but I don't want it at all anymore. I'm thinking about trying some new dick for my birthday weekend. She capitalized the D in dick. I love that.
Oh, my God. My phone is listening, and it's like...
Oh, no.
Stop!
Turn it off. No, stop. I've definitely slid on the dick a couple times, but I don't want it at all anymore. I'm thinking about trying some new dick for my birthday, but a bitch is terrified. I have a post-baby body, and I don't know if my shit fire or if I just had my ex on lock. Should I stop being pussy and start popping my pussy? I want to have fun until I move to blank state, because the niggas be wilding out there.
No, that's fair. I understand that. And I only had a baby, so I've gained weight since I was back in the streets, and I feel like it's not, why I ain't got no niggas in my
it's not.
Yeah.
I think that if you want to do some fucking, you should do some fucking, because you can't wait until your body look a certain way to try, because you're going to forget how to be good in bed. You're going to forget how to socialize with niggas. You're going to be the weird bitch in the room. So just go ahead and do it if you want to, especially if you want to stop fucking that man. The best way to get over some dick is to get under somebody else, in my personal opinion. So
yeah, and honestly,
that's
these
what
niggas like it. They do. I don't want no oatmeal raisin pie stomach. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
They want it on their forehead.
They sure do.
So you'll be fine. You seem cute from your pictures that I see
Yeah,
here.
you cute.
Are
we reading a second? Go ahead, you read that one.
This is somebody emailed us. Girl.
And you know what? About these conversations that we're having about
We don't
fat
care.
phobia,
I'm sorry.
no. That's literally what I was about to say.
And thank you for emailing
Thank you.
us.
But I
care.
genuinely don't care because, and we're going to talk about different privileges in a second. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about the fact that you eat and eat and eat and still gain weight. We're talking about how people are perceived and how they are treated when they are heavier people, or when they are not small people, or when people are shaped a certain way that's not conventionally attractive. So you with your abs coming in our fucking inbox talking about how much you got to eat and you still can't gain weight. Either congratulations or I'm sorry, but I'm not reading all that. I'm not.
Also, the way people have been clutching their pearls and the girls can't fuck clip. Fuck y'all.
Fuck you guys.
Lame ass bitches. Fuck you.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit?
And you
It's
can't
not
fuck.
and it's not even about being called a hoe. That lost its sting years ago.
I don't think it ever really.
I mean, because again, I had to unlearn a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So for me, being called a hoe was the worst thing I be called. But now it's like, I'm a hoe, sure.
Sure. Like,
Fuck
whatever.
it.
What do you want me to do about it?
Just leave me the
and a
fuck
lot
alone.
of the comments are just proving the point. It's like, oh, just because we don't want to talk about it doesn't mean we're not good at it.
And also, if we are talking about specifically people who are slut shaming, are you slut shaming? Then shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I
Then shut
mean, why would you put a shoe on that don't fit you?
You forcing that motherfucker.
You forcing that
That's why you have
motherfucker on
thorns.
there, Cinderella. Now come on now, goddamn. Well, I guess Cinderella was her shit.
What's the sister names?
Calliope
Calliope and Minerva.
and Minerva.
Yeah.
We know some stuff about some movies. Child, let's get into the goddamn. I did have something to say for Booty Hole, but we'll talk about it another time. I could do it on the next episode. So we're talking about colorism today.
And don't email us. Well, I'm light skinned. I don't want to fucking.
If
hear
you
it. I don't wanna hear
DM this podcast or email us talking about how hard your life has been because you're light skinned, I am going to find out where you live and I'm going to come and beat your fucking ass. I swear on everything I love, on all 5 of my kids, and I don't even have no kids. You freaky frog. Do not DM this podcast talking about how hard light skinned life is. It's made up. It's made up. Whew. I'm sick of it. I used to have a friend. She sucked. Her name was India. And every time that we fucking got into it about something or we were talking about colorism, she starts talking about how people bullied her because she was light-skinned. And this was difficult for me because I was light-skinned. You suck. It's not because you're light-skinned. You're a cunt. You suck. and then the friends in the friend group, when she would do that, and then I would just wait and I'd be like, oh, what's your name difficult because you were so light-skinned? Now I'm getting removed from the room like they producers and this is Real Housewives. I'm wrong? Nah.
Why you say fuck me?
What should they fuck me for? Oh, your life was just so bad because you were so light-skinned. Oh, you just made me bad. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Pissing me off. And it's never the cool light skins that do that. It's always the ones with the
One of the biggest bitches
with
in
the
world,
dirty
like,
necks.
They hate me so bad because I'm so light skinned and so pretty. You are an asshole.
You're
baby
mean, like, and it has nothing to do with it. It might be the fact that like a brown person's life is already difficult, and then here you come fucking it up, and then along with fucking it up, you have a very obvious privilege that you're taking advantage of, and then you gaslighting people talking about something. You just mad at me because I'm light skinned. Are you doing racks of crack? Rocks of crack. Racks of crack.
I like
racks of crack. Rocks of crack. You're pissing me off. You're doing something. You're doing something.
The most notorious, the reason I really started hating light skinned bitches is this girl in high school. She was awful. Like, shut up. Like, she would be in class just like, oh, my edges lay down so nice. I'm so light skinned, I'm so pretty, my hair's so curly. And I just be looking at her like,
this is algebra.
I hate this bitch.
Oh my God.
And I saw her in 2019 in Ross. She looked awful. When I tell you that was the most, it was beautiful. And I was just like.
My elementary school bully, Vanessa McKenzie. She's the worst person I ever met in my life. And she's on my list. I don't know if any of y'all know about my spite list, but she's on my list with like 6 stars.
Oh, no.
She was so fucking, she would do things and then adults would just think that she was so adorable and just like beyond any maliciousness. And then when I would be like, hey, the reason that I'm still in my gym clothes and it's the end of the day is because she flushed my real clothes down the toilet. She'd be like, Vanessa would never. She's such a sweetie. And I'd be like, when I figure out how to murder, I'm gonna kill this bitch.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh at your trauma. That's some Harriet the Spy ass shit.
Oh, I hated that bitch, Vanessa. Ooh, you funky bitch.
Her name is what?
Vanessa McKenzie. She's got like 3 chins now and wears ill-fitting blazers, and she sucks. She from that place.
I'm gonna find her. It's not her. She's white. Was she white?
She's from Detroit. She's very light.
We'll figure it out.
She's biracial.
No, we got to bleep some of this stuff
She's
because she can
biracial.
sue us.
Fuck Vanessa McKenzie. I don't give a fuck.
You know
what? Fuck, sue me, bitch. She ain't got no money. She ain't finna sue nobody. You broke bitch.
But like,
ooh, sorry, I just got mad all over again.
Like, it just reminds me of like Queen Naja. And she's like, oh, the little black girls in the nappy hair used to be so jealous of me. And it was just like, even Chris, who was the worst nigga ever, was like,
are you being serious?
Anyway. When the worst nigga ever got to look at you like, oh, you being for real? Like when Trick Daddy corrected Trina that one time, I was like, you know how wrong you got to be?
For Trick Daddy to correct you? Come on, dog.
Ah, man.
But no, I think people, especially lighter skinned women, don't quite understand what colorism actually is. So they think it's like a
Absolutely.
reciprocal thing, and they
And
think
it's
they think it's
not.
a thing that can happen both ways, and it's not.
It's not.
And it is so frustrating to watch, which is why like I have some lighter skinned friends, but they don't see themselves in a way that it's like, oh, bad things have happened to me because I'm light. You know what I'm saying? Colorism is like, I get treated differently at the fucking doctor. I get treated differently in romantic and dating situations.
In the courtroom.
In the courtroom. I get treated differently professionally. And don't even throw texturism in there.
Oof.
I get treated differently in ways that matter. Not
In a systemic level, getting bullied and called white girl in 4th grade.
not somebody called me penny proud. That's not bullying.
Like now, and it may be unkind, and depending on if they yelled penny proud, then let's say you were bullied, but that's not oppression, baby. Like bucktooth people got bullied.
Like black girls get suspended at a multiple times rate than like dark skinned girls get suspended way more than light skinned girls get suspended. And that's the same across genders. It's the same with darker skinned boys and lighter skinned boys. It's the same thing. So it's like, fine, but what you're saying is a different thing.
Right. And it's like, we can acknowledge it's bullying or people being mean, which is sure, but it's not the same.
It's not the same thing.
And that's what the girl who I always post on, dang, what's her name? I post her all the time. Her posts are always so good and insightful on
The Darkest
Instagram.
Hue?
The Darkest Hue. That bitch gets it right. And she's like 22.
Never misses.
She never misses. She was talking about, and we you don't have this on here, but we can talk about it, just like the colorism that even light-skinned men face, because light-skinned is seen as feminine, so for them it's a negative thing, and then dark-skinned is seen as masculine, so for the darker-skinned men they get more play sexually, and then we're the big black nigga bitches. Okay, let me put a pin in this. Did you see the replies to that tweet of Sasha Obama's graduation?
No, I do not read any comments when those girls are being posted. It's so traumatic. I've not read any of it.
And it wasn't even talking about Sasha. I just clicked on it because like, oh,
They were talking about Michelle.
There was Big Mike. And we can talk about this in the next episode, but like the transphobia that
my God,
that black women face for existing, which is why, bitch, you being transphobic, you're next, bitch.
That's the thing.
Black women, and we'll touch on this for sure next episode. But it's like,
y'all not hot.
I'm always hot in here. That's why
It's
I
quite
had
hot
to.
in here.
It's always hot in here.
And I use all the powder I have available to make sure my face don't get shiny. And guess what? Shiny. I sprayed this face down. Is it shiny? A little bit. Yeah, every single time because there's a sweat box in here.
Oh, because
that's
you're
okay.
sweating.
And now that people start commenting on my greasy skin, I just don't know. I'm kidding. Fuck you guys. Yeah.
Because I'll be like Maddie. My sweat be in the crevices.
Yeah.
I don't be not sweating. That's just not my face.
Oh, man.
But yeah, like shit is sick. And even in dating, I did want to talk about that because like we both tend to date lighter men.
Well, so my thing is...
Dexter.
What? Oh, shit. Child, we don't know. But we gonna keep talking though. So we can't help that the internet went out. For me, my thing is a psychological thing. You know, everything comes back to my dad. Like, I just don't like to date men that look like my father. So that's just really like a whole thing because like sometimes when I've dated guys, I dated a guy that kind of resembled my dad when I was in Alabama, and we got into an argument, and it almost kind of made me like for real breakdown. And I just it caused me to have like a PTSD. So like I just don't. We
never talked about this.
Yeah, I
so
just
this is
don't
kinda
date
deep.
men that look like my dad. And it's not a colorism thing. I think dark skinned men are fucking gorgeous. I've literally nothing against it. But so like even like Dexter looks too much like my father for me. Like I literally cannot. Don't fucking look over here. Like I'm gonna start crying. Like if you raise your voice at me a little bit, I'm gonna be like, oh, you crazy. Like you gonna hit me. Your ass. Your ass. So that's what it is for me. So that's not me this time.
It is not.
Ayo. But he said wrap it up. So let's run through this really fast. This might be longer than we anticipated.
Damn, yeah, because I ain't even get my whole
Yeah.
life. I just like Will
But go
Smith,
ahead.
and all the niggas kind of fit like a phenotype, whatever the type of Will Smith. And it was like, and then I like Chris Brown, then I like the B5 niggas, so they all kind of look like them niggas. But I've dated the darkest niggas that you can find, and okay, so it's not a thing. The niggas that make it off my close friends just be light skinned. Okay, let's go.
So this says, how has colorism impacted you personally? I think for me, and I talked about this on my TikTok, but I'll bring it up here. I think that when we talked about like body type last time, I think that both size wise and color wise, I'm a very middle person.
Yeah.
Like lighter skinned people do not consider me light skinned, darker skinned people do not consider me dark skinned. So the way that I'm treated based on who I'm with is actually really hilarious.
But yeah, I also feel the same way. Like I'm right in the middle, but it depends like regionally where you from or like. Because to me, I'm like, this is the lightest bitch I ever seen in my life.
Me?
No, I'm joking. But remember, I was like, we was arguing about you being dirty red.
Yeah.
But I'm like, to me, you light skinned. But then again,
But we could share a foundation.
Right, we have the same. It's weird though.
I had the same conversation with Brittany because also the way that she perceives me is that I'm much lighter than her, or not much lighter, but that I am lighter than her. But like, I think it's a lot of a conversation about like undertones as well, because I'm clearly not a light skinned person. Like I'm just clearly not a light skinned person, but I do get a certain kind of pale in the winter where it's like, soon as I
very much faith evidence.
Very much faith
For
evidence.
me, I'm brown. I've never been light in my life, but I'm lighter. And I guess amongst my sisters, I'm the lightest. But my mom is actually light skinned, which is another conversation. Like, is our dad's colorist? Because our mothers are very light.
Baby.
Because But yeah, my sister's dark skinned for real. So when I say I'm dark skinned, like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
And their experience is different. So it's like, it's certain things. And I can recognize that I'm a part of a group while realizing that people on the other end of the spectrum of that group have a wildly different experience than I do. I ain't never been called no dark butt. I ain't never been called no monkey or no skillet or no shit like that. Right. The funniest thing that I realize is also dating lighter men is that they will try to justify me not being that dark, which is so weird.
That's
like,
weird, yeah.
I remember one time I was talking to Brennan. This is one of the first time he saw a picture of my mom. And he was like, it hurt my feelings so bad. He was like, yeah, I know your mom was tight when you came out, the color you came out. What kind of shit is that? What are we talking about here? And it was just kind of like, you have rationalized that like, I'm brown, but I'm not brown, you know? But I've had men argue with me and call me light skinned. I'm like, I'm not light skinned. And they're like,
and this is not me being funny, because I usually am funny about this with you, but it's your hair texture too.
I know that.
It's definitely your hair texture.
I know that.
And I think that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes you seem more foreign. And that whole foreign thing is another, and we could talk about that.
And that just dries the pussy right on up. I'm sorry. Like, I hate
weird
when I'm talking to guys and they're like, yeah, where you from? And I'm like, Decatur. And they're like, no, where your people from? Mississippi. What are we getting at, bitch? What do you want?
And it's like anything that's not just cotton, nappy. It's like, oh, you're mixed. Like, even when I moved here, which is fucking, nothing about my hair is foreign, right? But when I moved here in 9th grade, my hair was very permed, but it was long because my mom kept it done. Oh, what you mixed with? You don't see this nigga ass hair coming from my head? What do you mean?
People have to justify certain hair textures and certain hair lengths on black people because in your mind, just these little nigger girls are not growing the hair. Like that's just what it
really
seems
weird. And like I couldn't clock it for what it was back then, but I'm like, I don't like it.
And it makes me uncomfortable. I want to touch on, definitely, because I know we have to run through these things, I want to touch on medical racism and colorism. This is one of the things that I think people don't realize when they do that whole I was bullied because I was light skinned thing, that like people are actually dying based on colorism. And like, oh, this person is black and they have darker skin. I would usually give a white person or a lighter skinned person like the actual medicine that they need and not be in pain. But because this person is black and they're darker skinned, I'm sure they can take it, they'll be fine. Yeah. And now this person got a bullet wound and they leaving with an ibuprofen strictly because of medical racism.
Absolutely.
And I think that's so fucking crazy.
And there's some stuff in the research they didn't test on dark skin, or something like, oh, we don't give dark skinned people X, Y. It was something, I can't remember what it was, I don't know science, but it was like something in the hospital, like, oh, we're trained not to give dark skinned people X, Y, Z. And it's just like, we're dying. Yeah. Or like even for the black woman with the mortality.
Maternal mortality.
Yeah, that's it. It was fucking me up.
Mm-hmm. I said racks of crock earlier.
You did. So you're fine. Okay, yeah. But that, even as a darker skinned woman, ask for more medicine. Like, shit. Even, hell, gynecology itself. And that's a whole nother, yeah. So we're going to put a pin in this and we're going to finish our isms in another episode. Yes. But love y'all. Tweet. Love y'all. Share all the things.
Subscribe to the things.
Yes,
so I can stop working.
Yes.
I'm tired of doing things with my brain.
Yeah, we gotta start.
I'm just a girl. I'm not supposed to be doing any of this. You're right, I don't want to do this.
You're supposed to be pretty.
All I'm supposed to do is be pretty and funny and stressful. That's all I'm supposed to do is be stressing out some man or woman. If there's a woman out there that wants to take care of me, I feel like I don't say this enough. I'm also down for that.
I heard they be taking care, so.
I know they do be taking care. Yeah. I just, I I've told you my issue with being in relationships with women because
But let's
the police don't care when you get into a fight.
Okay.
Because y'all are the same size. Okay. Anyway.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.